Welcome on back, ye lads and lasses, for another episode of Man O War Corsair with me, Splattercat. We're trying to loot some golden scrolls up off this island right now. We were sent on a quest by a mysterious individual who may have had us ambushed by a shark. That's right, we were attacked by a lady with shark powers. Only in the Warhammer universe. Now, I don't know what brand of chaos that is, but it's one that I haven't seen before. We didn't find anything, Captain. We gotta get up next to this thing and search the island, and then we'll be alright. I don't know if I can get the ship on the other side, too. Might be worth the attempt. Let's see here. Where's our ship at? So is that our guy right there? Let's try another search check. Captain, I found what we reckon we're looking for. It's all written in some code or foreign talk. Okay, so we got the scrolls. Goody goody gumdrops. And so now... if it weren't the work of orcs that wrecked the ship, though, I'd wager its crew is all in the belly of the beast. Yeah, she got us with shark powers, which is kind of terrifying. If I could have shark powers, I don't think anybody would ever go near the ocean again. I'd just be like, hey, my greatest enemy and person that I strongly dislike, would you like to go for a swim with me? Here, look, I have brought you candies. Of your favorite variety. Rolos? I have those. Starburst? Yup. Whatever you want. Starburst jelly beans. Mixing it up a little bit. Can I search that one while we're over here too? Didn't find anything. I guess not. But we've got a hold full of loot, and we've got a definite fire problem on board that means that we should probably scoot back towards Norden. So let's turn on the jets here and see if we can get back over to this side. Got no targets around. I'm spamming the tab key. Just kind of looking around for anything that might kill us. We got some loot floating out there, but it can be hard to tell how far out loot actually is before you get stuck out that way. We do have the King's Cup on this side. And what's funny is if a ship is destroyed or commandeered by the enemy, you can actually board it and take its loot, and you don't suffer any reputation penalties, so keep that in mind as well. Captain details. Our infamy is 0.2, our fame is up to 4.1, our level is 2. Levels don't do anything just yet. Later on, there's going to be captain skills and stuff, just like in Age of Pirates, where your captain will get, I assume, abilities that make you turn harder and fire faster and reload quicker that you can use on a cooldown or something like that, because that was one of my favorite things in Age of Pirates. Seriously, if you've never played Age of Pirates 2, it's a very, very shitty game. But if you mod it, it becomes a very, very awesome game. So make sure you install the mods and the fan patches, and then it goes from being a bad game into a good game. It does crash a lot, though. And nowadays, I think it only runs in like 1200 by something resolution. I don't know. Whatever was the standard at the time that the game came out, it definitely will not go full screen anymore in this day and age, but that's a little caveat. If the game is fun enough, you don't really need no stinking full screen or, you know, any well-curated and good-smelling full screen. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Into port to Norden, we are waterboarding in a ship that's made of wood. Want. It really isn't good. Want. We've got a storm that's overhead. I think that's the advisor's ship, Captain. They didn't know Empire flag she's flying. Did she double-cross us? Do we respond in force or just trust that she didn't know of the creature? Let's hang tight for a minute. She's got 25 crew, which leads me to believe she could pretty easily outgun us. That's a big ship, too. Is she going to fire on us? If she's not going to fire on us, I'm just going to put into port and get our payday. I think we're set to neutral right now. I'm just going to put into port because we've got some very sizzly... I'm under attack right now? I don't think that I am. I haven't seen her firing any shots just yet. And it doesn't look like she's coming about to fight with us. It looks like she's running. Let's go around to the other side of the dock. We'll put a little distance in between her and us. And hopefully, there we go. Now we can board. By Sigmar's hammer, I don't know how you managed to find those scrolls, but I sure am glad that you did. This information might spare good Imperial folk from a fate beyond imagining. We are willing to accept your price. This is one of the few universes where I'd say that's true. You can't really imagine all the horrible things that are going to happen to you in the fantasy battle universe. Like, it can get bad. We got favor with the Empire and 3,000 gold crowns. Is there anything? We have 25 of those, and tin is cheap. Tin is real cheap right now. I'm thinking we go in, we buy a little bit more. Our cargo hold is pretty full up at the moment. We have 14 on board there. We have spices, and there's a demand for spices. So we're going to sell those off right now. That's going to bring them up into the positive. We have gems. The average price paid is 600 on gems, so 1,500 sounds good to me to keep me from sitting around on top of it for a long period of time. We have no gold bullion. And we have iron, and there's a demand for iron. So let's go ahead and sell it all off at a very, very, very good price. Oh, we only have 7. Okay. Still, we're going to sell it off for a very good price. And so we're sitting at 16,000 gold right now. Good stuff. Nice to know that we're making a profit in the world. What's our next ship upgrade? I'll probably go for the Wolf ship next. The sleek Wolf ship is the most powerful Imperial ship of the line. Great batteries of cannon jet from its high forecastle, overlooking the Titanic ram with which it spears its foes. Powered by the wind and dedicated oarsmen selected from the strongest soldiers, it seeks out the Empire's seaborne foes. Well, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, having oarsmen would eliminate a lot of our problems where we could just put up the sails and then we could row for a while. Firearms, we've already purchased basically the coolest shit that we can get from the firearms, so I'm not going to worry about it. We do need to initiate repairs. Luckily, we made enough money this time around to where I'm not worrying about it. Let's go to the tavern. Hey, you want to get this valuable treasure map at the low price of 343 gold? Yeah, why not? Who doesn't love treasure maps? Notice boards. We've got stockpiles and courier services. Stockpile quest. The Norden is in the process of better equipping its forces against pirates and raiders. The troops are building up an armory, so the Baron's men will pay good coin for a large enough supply of weapons. Yeah, I think I can get weapons together. Where is this going to? The Merchants Guild of Erengrad. I'm not going that way, so I don't think we're going to take the Erengrad. We're going to try and go to the west for a little while, because I haven't been out that way. I think I need to hire crew as well. Are we still good on crew? Oh, we are good on crew. Hooray, we're all squatted up. Yes, indeed. Curse this wind. There are upgrades we could have bought, by the way. But is she gone? Oh, wow. She took off. She got the hell out of Dodge. She knew we were coming for her. She knew we were readying our cannons. We were oiling them and rubbing the tummies of the cannons to get them ready for the battle that was to come. Let's go ahead and make our way across the ocean seas here. A squall ahead, and not of the emo kind that you would find in Final Fantasy VIII. Just a sea squall. I don't exactly know where I want to go right now. There are a lot of crows around that area. They might want to think about getting those little pokey things, maybe, that keep crows from landing on stuff and making, like, giant messes and pigeons. Dude, I saw the most metal thing ever when I was in Los Angeles. They have those spiky things. They're all over everything, those spiky things that keep the pigeons from landing. I saw sparrows impaled on the spikes. Like, a sparrow came in and tried to land on the spikes or something, and it impaled 2 sparrows. Not while I was there, but there was 2 dead sparrows impaled on one of them. I was like, damn! It was ridiculously gangster. I didn't even know what to say about it. Ooh, fair weather for once in our lives. For once in our lives, the sun is shining. Gonna make some cash and go after the Captain Castillo. Ain't that the advisor ship, the one that asked us to rescue them scrolls? I mean, I guess we could fight with her. I don't know if it's smart or not. It's probably a really stupid idea. It's probably really stupid. Oh, she's shooting at us. And it looks to me as though she has seized the wind. So we're going to come about this way before this gets any worse than it already is. We don't have chase guns or anything on the back. We don't have long nines or anything like that either. I don't even know if I'm shooting in the right direction right now, but I'm going to give it an attempt. I think this ship can beat us. Like, I think we will lose a fight with this ship. We are by the wind, and that's a very, very good thing. Because I want her into the wind. And so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and keep just kind of inching to the right to force her into land. Or B, to force her into the wind. So that we can maintain a dominant position that she can't fire at us. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. I ran aground. That's really not a good thing. That would explain a great many things that just happened. Either way, we're still winning the fight, so who cares? And now she's grounded. Grounded like she was late for curfew. She got guns on the back, too. That's not good. We got problems if we're dealing with her. I think we have to board her in order to do the quest properly, because if we sink the ship, how are we going to verify any of the information that we need to verify about her betraying us? However, we might get our ass whipped right here. She has a lot more crew than we do. The pirate captain throws down her weapon as your crew spread onto her ship, her precise Reichland accent now gone. She pleads to you in the tones of a native Estalian. Yes, Captain, I admit that I am no court advisor, and I have never met Baron von der Rath in my life. I may have lied, but I assure you my motives were honorable. My name is Captain Castillo, and I have been fighting against the agents of chaos. All I wished was to help stop chaos from spreading its foul taint. It does like to rub its taint all over everything. The scrolls listed the names of some high-ups in the Empire suspected of secret chaos worship. If those scrolls had fallen into the wrong hands, the results would have been catastrophic. Believe me, I had no idea about the monster. I just needed a trustworthy face to deliver the goods, as I have an appointment with an executioner back in Norden that I'd really prefer to miss. Don't turn me into the law. Only a slow and painful death awaits me in the Empire. I no longer have a ship, but I want to continue my work, Captain. Just take me and my crew back ashore. Alright, if you're working against chaos. Thank you for your understanding, Captain. Given your strength, I'd hoped to sail with you, but if you drop my crew and I off at the next port, we'll be on our way. This is not so good. Is that sinking? What's going on with that ship right there? Alright, advisor, we've had enough of the running. We were almost swallowed by a monster to get those scrolls just for you to cut and run. What's the meaning of all this? It should be sinking, I think. I mean, does it have any loot? Nah, there's no loot on board, so I don't think there's any reason for us to go after it. Take the advisor to the Empire. Or it says the advisor to the Empire chased down the captain of the mercenary. Not really sure what we're trying to do right now. And I suppose I can take you to shore. Emscrank is right here, so it's not that big of a deal. On the notice board, we have the lost treasure of New Emscrank. We have an assassination attempt that we can make. The Burgomeister of New Emscrank has declared that the first man to slay the pirate Captain Aqua will receive a bag of gold from their personal coffers. Get out to sea and get that reward before the Eagle local pirate hunters bring them in. Sounds good to me. To market. We have 14 wood on board. I think we got all of our wood for free, and so I'm just going to sell it off right now. I don't want to hold on to it. We could get a better price for it elsewhere, but wow, this place is hurting. This place needs love. This place needs love badly. This place needs tin as well, and it looks like I have a lot of it. So let's go ahead and sell off that tin and get paid. Yup, good stuff right there. I think we have local production of wood. I'll probably leave most of this other stuff alone just because it's not that profitable. It's kind of profitable, but not really. We also needed to go to the docks. We'll recruit some crew if anybody got killed by random cannon fire. You can't swap out for grape shot or chain shot or anything like that, or langrage or anything of that nature, I don't think. And so we can refit the ship, though. We can get reinforced bulkheads for 10,000 gold. We can get a streamlined hull for 16,000. I don't know if it's worth it if we're going to be buying new ships, but let's reinforce the bulkheads. Why not? Let's make them even bulkier than they already are, or even more headier than they already are. I don't know. We've got to locate the Acropolis. It looks like this place has a deep harbor at Dietershaven. Dietershaven, I think, is a big place. I don't know where we are right now in relation to Altdorf. Altdorf is not on the map. I don't recall. My geography is kind of shaky for Warhammer Fantasy. But Altdorf is the capital of the Empire, and I'm sure it's around here somewhere. We have a pirate ship to chase down, and we have the wind on our side, and so I'm going to do that as quickly as I can before the winds change and ruin our lives here, because they do like to do those sorts of things. The wind is plotting against us. Agents of Chaos, they're everywhere. They're like, you know, synths. They're everywhere, and they're trying to sabotage us. That guy has a bitchin'-ass breastplate. What do I have to do to get one of those? Because that breastplate is the business. That's the breastplate of a man who knows how to spear himself some heretics, I'll tell you that much. The performance is actually a lot better once you get away from land, too. So I'm starting to think that perhaps
we need more cordage.
The performance issues this game suffers from are due to battle and land. The smoke effects, possibly. What are those? The Averland with Captain Meyer. And the Death's Hammer with Captain Bear. I don't think I want to mess with Captain Bear right now. Did we lose our target? I'm curious. Wants us to go to New Emskrank. It's possible somebody else killed it off. Very possible. Alright, come about. We're going to have to go back in. 4 tons in that hold. 1 ton in that hold. Oh, look at that. We're being shot at. That's never happened before.
Swab the day. Run aground, Captain.
I might be able to do something with that little bastard right there.
To the taffrail.
Couple rounds anyways. Let me see if I can get this lined up. That looks like it's actually not a hit. What I would prefer for here is because we're fighting enemies. Oh, he's a ram ship. He's coming at us. Meh. Alright, let's give that one a little bit of loving. I prefer not to be boarded right now if I can help it. Because that means this dude is going to hit us from the other side, and that's going to suck. He's coming about with the attempt at ramming us, but he's into the wind right now, which I think means he's pretty much hosed. We are taking some fire. We just got plus 10 weapons, which will help us with that quest we were on, so that's pretty cool. A little bit more damage to be done on that side. We're coming back into the wind. And we've got to pick who we want to mess with here. He's coming in for the boarding action. So let's give him a little bit of love right there. If we can, keep firing along that side. He's going to come about on our right-hand side, I think. Perfect. That's a ship down right there. Not a terrifying ship for us to be up against, in all actuality. Kind of a easy ship to take out. We're back into the wind right now, and we're about to catch a boarding action. And so there it is. Let's board him. I think we can take him. I think I shot that one on the way by because I'm just G'd up like that. Captain just took a round. From where I'm not so certain. Kill a couple of these guys with our repeater. This is such a badass gun. I love this thing. Make sure you buy it. Seriously, buy this thing. Your boarding actions, like, single-handedly, you will be a murderous wrecking ball machine. And so I think we've taken the ship now. We should be able to get ourselves a little bit of treasure. They're going to go up and I think look for the captain. Give me the sharpshooter. There we go. Perfect. We've received a 3,000 gold bounty for wiping out those pirates, so that'll be pretty sweet. We've also got, it looks like they're actually gun runners. So the Hammer Chicken has 4 weapons on board. Yep, let's scuttle the bitch because she deserves it. No one stands against the great and mighty admiralty of the Hammer Chicken, and walks away unscathed. All who stand against the Hammer Chicken must die. So where is... So it looks like we can sail to New Emskrank. We can sail to Norden to get paid. Let's go to Norden first. Actually, I guess Norden was where they were going to hang that lady, right? And so we don't want to take her to be hanged if she's just a pawn in some chaotic scheme. A lot of people might not know this, but in the Warhammer universe, nobility and like high-ranking people in the government, they tend to kind of fall to chaos a lot. They The Empire is not a super entertaining place. It's kind of a boring place where everybody's super religious and everybody is always constantly observing rituals and rites and things like that. However, when you're wealthy, you can afford to acquire nasty things that you can then dabble in. And so the nobility is generally distrusted in the Warhammer universe because they tend to fall to chaos a lot. Give him another round there. That's the ship we're supposed to be hunting. Little bit of a shot right there to the back, but I'm not sailing towards land as per usual, am I? Normally I crash into things. Damage done. I'm going to try and come about to the other side. We are taking a bit of damage, and I am really, really, really pleased that we went through and we reinforced the ship. I think that was a very, very smart idea. If I can keep a little bit of fire on this boat. We are, however, taking damage, so it's hard to read the little... I would hope that they would add some kind of, like, numerical analysis, like some kind of HP or something, to the ship readouts that are on the top and the bottom for our ship and theirs. It would make my job a lot easier trying to figure out, like, how much damage I'm dealing and how much I'm wounding things. Alright, 2 volleys for the one right there. I do believe we've gotten through the armor on that thing, and so we're actually inflicting damage on the hull now. That's probably going to be a little bit off. Yeah, I should have aimed a little bit further ahead. You do have to lead. Was that a flat-out miss right there? Yeah, I think we done overshot her a little bit. I don't want to board with her. This is actually a ship that we want to kill outright because she's got way more soldiers on board her ship than we have on ours. We would prefer to stay away from boarding actions if at all possible here. Ah, that was a good one right there. That was a real good one. She's going to try and scrape us off on the rocks right there. To force us to fight to a side of the ship where we don't have any guns. Unfortunate, but not entirely unavoidable. She has done a pretty good job of forcing us into the wind, though. Ship should go down pretty soon. Structural integrity is looking sketchy on that, and I think I should have enough room to come about right here and give her at least one volley on that side. Surrendering might not be in their docket of tricks. I'm actually going to stay towards the backside right here. A little bit low on that shot. I'm okay with that. I don't feel like getting shot today. We are putting cannonballs in her, but unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be enough to bring the old bitch down. That's a beefy ship right there. Not a whole lot of structural integrity left. We're going to have to brave going into the wind for a second in order to come about and avoid going straight into the rocks. Give her a little strafing shot right there. There she is. Captain Aqua's been killed. And so she goes to the bottom of the ocean. Another successful day in the life of the HMS Hammer Chicken. And so now we got all kinds of places we need to go back to. We got quests to turn in. We got money to make. We got fame to generate. But for right now, I'm going to take a little break. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for Man O War Corsair. I'll see y'all in future episodes. It's been a blast so far. I do like this game a lot. For all of its flaws, I know a lot of people are just going to hate this game. But I love open world naval games. Nobody makes them anymore, and so I got to take them where I can get them. I realize the game has a lot of flaws, but I think it could get a lot better. This is just like the first early access version, so I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.